And welcome back to sunny beach. It is Tuesday the 21st of November and the sand barrier is being built to protect the resort from winter storms, but we had a storm this last weekend, so we walk around the resort, show you one or two of the trees down and some of the damage. And Dobra Den.
Dobra Den again from Sunny Beach.
Yeah, it's Tuesday the 21st of November and it's a Tuesday after the great storm of the Saturday night. We had a very strong winds. Show you a little bit, there's a few trees down, a little bit of damage here and there. But winter's on its way, fully now, because behind us, they've started the sand barrier. So I'll show you what they're up to there. It's the protection for the winter for the resort. And on Saturday night, Sunday morning, the actual waves, the water got very close to some of the beach bars, very close. I'll show you that in a minute as we walk along. But today the sea is absolutely flat calm, it's beautiful.
It's lovely. You couldn't believe that Saturday night we got a dusting of snow. Can you believe that?
Yeah, we've just been sitting out in Condor with friends having a coffee and chilling out in the sunshine. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Amazing.
So we're at luxury Dolphin Beach.
This is lovely in the summer.
Yeah, behind me is the beach bar. And the waves, the sea actually got into the lower part of the bar there. You can actually see where it's got in.
Here's the line where it came up to.
This is the tide line as such. Only about 2 metres or so from the wooden beds here. Further up, it actually got to the front of the beach. Some of the beach bars on the front, like Morris, actually just crept into the front of them. It's a very close run thing. And that's why this barrier gets built each winter to protect it. They're just a bit late. The storm came before the barrier. Bit unfortunate that, by about a week. But there you go. And here we have a close-up of the actual barrier. Basically, they have a digger. It creates a trench here, builds the sand up there a couple of metres high. That's going to last through to May and just give the beach bars and the front hotels protection from any really bad storms that we now get over the winter period. It's quite funny because this deep trench here looks like it's full of water at the moment. That gradually fills in over the next couple of weeks. You're on the right at the southern end of the resort, and I'm opposite the Helena Park Hotel, which is where we're actually starting here, and this will go right the way around the bay, right up to New Nessie Bar when they're finished. A great distance actually. It takes them a couple of weeks or so to actually finish this.
And just standing here, just to give you an idea of how tall this sand barrier is, that's about the size up to my head height. So yeah, it's quite tall really. Quite an engineering feat. It's quite good, isn't it? Look how many pebbles it's beginning to churn up.
Yeah, and this bay is several miles long, so you can see there's a lot of work involved in making this barrier. And of course it's good for the metal detector guys because it's bringing the sand up from underneath, so they'll be looking for the old watches and jewellery in this. This is one of the signs of winter arriving, building this barrier. So here we've got the digger taking bucket loads of sand out, building up about 2 metres high this wall to protect the beach bars and the hotels from the sea in the winter. It's a big job to do the entire bay, and then sometime in April they'll start removing this, ready for the hotels to open, ready for it to be flattened out, and lounges and brollies to put in its place, ready for the tourists to arrive. So I managed to get the drone up again. It's a beautiful day, hardly any wind, great time to fly. And here is the trench and the barrier being built. It's a very nice flyby here, and it's beautiful. And on the left of the sand, you can see how far the sea progressed up the beach on the storm on Saturday and Sunday. And coming up to this beach bar on our left, you'll actually see that the water actually reached the decking on the front of this one. There you go. It didn't have to come up much further to actually start getting into the hotels and the apartments here on the left. And here we are back at Dolphin Beach where we actually started filming. There we go. Here's the digger. extracting the sand. A little bit of a nice view here from above. We're in front of the Majestic Hotel at the moment. This is going to go all the way along to Nessie Bar, New Nessie Bar. And you'll see in this, just as we turn here, there's another digger. There's actually two working here in tandem, working alongside each other. And here's a guy in the sea here. This is a metal detector guy here. Because they're now trying to find all the gold watches and all the stuff you left behind in the summer. If you're enjoying the video, don't forget to give us a like. It helps us know that people really appreciate the films that we make and the amount of time that we put into doing this. And it shows you how calm the sea is now. It's absolutely flat. It's like a mill pond. It's like a lake. And we just finished filming here. We're going to come down and collect the drone. Okay, we've nipped now to the southern end of the resort. I'm opposite the Neptune Hotel. This is the Morris Beach Bar restaurant. This is on the front. And this just shows you how close the resort came to actual damage on Saturday night, Sunday with the storm. Because you can actually see still the tide mark of how far the waves got in. And you'll see they actually just caught the deck in there on the corner. So would not have had to come much higher, and he would have run right through this bar and wrecked it completely. Very close run thing. Of course, that's why they're now building the sand barrier, because that's what that's designed to do. That will stop these surges and stop the storms coming in and damaging the front.
Right, we're going to leave the beach now. We're going to leave the digger doing the sand barrier, and we're going to head up towards the jetty just to show you a few trees that got blown down in the storm the other day. So join us up there. And 2 videos ago I was just saying how nice it was to walk up this little street with the shops and whatever. Well, you won't get up there now because on Saturday the storm Frederic brought this tree down. So the council will be round soon because they're around the resort clearing it all up. So it won't be here for long, but today you can't walk up this little road.
This is just typical of this damage you see around the resort. This was advertising Kentucky Fried Chicken, as you can see. Just see the kernel in the corner, and it's ripped that material away. Very strong gusty wind that came through here. But there's very few trees left in the streets. The council have been very, very good. Virtually everything is cleared up, and they've even been cleaning the leaves away. They've been sweeping the streets. You can't really tell it was such a bad storm. And this one that got snapped off on Saturday night, there you go, you can see it just sheared off, pulled out the ground, gone wham across the road here. They haven't cleared this one yet. Obviously it's not a vital thoroughfare here. Most of them in the resort have actually now been cleared, and there's workmen everywhere from the local authority clearing the roads and getting rid of all the branches that have fallen, making it safe. And you may know where I am. I'm in front of Kentucky Fried Chicken and Barcelo Mel. Here's a big conifer that's fallen. Luckily, it's gone into some other trees, so it isn't blocking a pavement. They'll get round to clearing this one eventually.
And here you can see on this lovely 21st of November, it's nearly 3:30 in the afternoon, how many people are walking up and down in Flower Street in Sunny Beach. It's amazing, it's lovely. Lovely weather today.
And with all that storm and that wind, it is quite surprising that these big wonky trees on Flower Street survived the storm. How about that? Just took out a lot of the smaller trees, even straight trees. And these big old things here have survived. For the time being anyway, because I'm sure if they lean a bit more, they're going to be cut down by the council at some point. I'm running along centre of Flower Street here. Most of the advertising hoardings are okay. One at the far end's been ripped, but most of them are still up, which is surprising because the wind tunnelled through here. Fantastic speed. My favourite big digital one is still here. I find this really interesting, this one. I always stop and have a look. We're going to end our little walk on Flower Street. You see it's 14 degrees, 3:30 in the afternoon. A couple of degrees down on what it was earlier on when we started out.
But it's still amazing. We've still had a lovely walk this afternoon. 21st of November, you can't beat it, can you?
Yeah, plenty of sunshine, but we're going to head to rain the next few days because it is the end of November. But anyway, we're going to say ciao for now.
I've got some homemade chicken soup at home, so ciao everybody. I'm going to go home and enjoy that.
Yeah, see you again later.
Ciao.
And if you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the notification bell so you don't miss any of the films through the year. Obviously, we're living in the area. We film right through the winter, right through to next season when you're all going to come here on holiday as tourists. Can't wait to see you all again next year.